Since 2022, only 4 players have averaged 20 points, 8.5 rebounds, and 1 block across 3 straight EYBL sessions. 3 of them, they're already household names in recruiting circles. But that fourth guy, he just completely shifted the entire landscape of college basketball. Let's look at this list for a second. We're talking Cooper Flagg, Cameron Boozer, Tyron Stokes. I mean, these are literally generational prospects. And right there beside them is Marcus Spears Jr. He absolutely dominated the Nike EYBL circuit this spring. We're talking about the only player to rank in the top 10 in both scoring and rebounding, putting up almost 21 points and nearly 9 boards a game. That level of production isn't just good, it's historically elite company.
Section 1. The Texas Commitment.
So here's exactly what just happened. Marcus Spears Jr., the consensus #1 prospect in the 2027 class, is moving up a full year and heading to Austin to play for the Texas Longhorns. And honestly, it's easy to see why every major program in the country was after him. You're looking at a 6'10" power forward with a massive 7'2" wingspan who plays with this incredibly consistent motor. He is a total two-way force in the paint. Texas had to battle some serious heavyweights here, ultimately beating out Arizona, LSU, and Kentucky to keep this in-state phenom close to home. And the crucial point here is the immediate impact this has on the Longhorns' trajectory. With Spears now in the fold, a Texas recruiting class that was already stacked, it rockets all the way up to #4 in the country. He's joining 5-star Austin Gooseby in a deep roster of incoming talent, instantly elevating Texas into a totally different tier of contention.
Section 2. The Reclassification Turning Point.
Now here is what most fans completely missed. This massive decision didn't start with some high-pressure recruiting pitch. It actually started with a middle-of-the-night realization by his mother, former WNBA player Aisha Spears. She realized the strategic reality of his timeline. See, Spears just turned 17 in April. That means, by NBA rules, he is exactly 2 years away from draft eligibility. So he doesn't just need a quick one-and-done stopover, he needs a very specific, intensive 2-year collegiate development plan. And that 2-year window completely changes what a player looks for in a program. His father, former NFL defensive end Marcus Spears Sr., summed it up perfectly. He said, "The alignment. I keep going back to the alignment." The family wasn't just chasing a big brand name. They recognized that Texas head coach Sean Miller was the exact right fit, with the exact right blueprint to maximize those 2 crucial years before he goes pro. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the undeniable proof of that blueprint. Just look at Sean Miller's development track record with elite, versatile big men, DeAndre Ayton, Aaron Gordon, and more recently seeing what he did with Daleen Swain's numbers at Xavier and then Texas. Miller has built this proven culture of player development, toughness, and winning. Spears is stepping directly into a pipeline engineered to build professionals.
Section 3. A Lesson in Mindset.
If you take one single thing away from this explainer, let it be this. It is incredibly easy to assume the path was always perfectly cleared for a phenom like this. But check out this quote directly from Spears Jr. himself. "I didn't start at dynamic prep until I was a junior. In fact, as a sophomore, I averaged only 8 minutes a game." I mean, just let that sink in for a second. The consensus #1 prospect in the country, a guy literally rewriting EYBL history, had to grind from the absolute bottom of the bench just a couple of years ago. This defines what true preparation actually looks like. We call it the work. Embracing the daily grind and holding yourself to insanely high expectations, completely regardless of your current status, the outside hype, or past setbacks. Spears says his focus is to stick to the work that has gotten me to this point. That mindset, that relentless, quiet work in the dark, is the ultimate separator. It's exactly how you bridge that massive gap between raw potential and on-court reality. Section 4. Looking to the future. Keeping that worker's mentality front and center, Spears isn't just going to Texas to develop for the NBA. He actually wants to hang a national championship banner in his home state. And honestly, he's going to have the pieces around him to do it. Entering the 2026 SC Next 100 at #4, he's expected to make an immediate 2-way impact in the paint right alongside a veteran roster. That includes returning starting center Machas Fokiatitis and a really elite transfer class. The foundation is absolutely there, and as he spends these next 2 years expanding his game and developing that outside jumper, he's going to be an absolute nightmare for opponents. So, let's think about this for a second. With an elite coach, a top 4 recruiting class, and now a generational talent reclassifying to join the ranks, we have to ask the question, is Texas the new capital of college basketball? It's a massive shift in the sports landscape, for sure. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss our next explainer. See you next time!